Hello, I'm Mark Siddle and I'm back down at Larch Corner to see how Mick Woolley's finding his new passive house. Come and join me. So Mick, how's the house treating you?
It's great, it's very nice, very comfortable. This room's lovely because the light gets right into the back of the kitchen all the time, so I very rarely need the lights on in the day.
Yeah, of course this is the second summer now that we're seeing in the house.
That's right, so I've been through a winter, the heating went off early March and I haven't touched it since. The house stays very even temperature all the time, right the way around the house of course, with the mechanical ventilation, and it's really working well.
And then when we were designing the floor plan of the house, we spent a lot of time and put a lot of care and attention to making sure that it was future-proofed so that it could be adapted and to different uses. So when the grandkids come and the prams to deal with, and
yes,
also
and then eventually the wheelchairs and the Zimmer frames.
Yeah.
Yes, it's great. There's nice wide corridors, and also we've designed level access right the way up to the parking area, so that we can do everything if we need to, either with buggies or with wheelchairs.
Because the house is on one level, that gave us some opportunities that we might not have had if it was a two-storey house. So we were able to use the ceiling heights to create different kinds of emphasis for different spaces.
Yes, that gives us a lot of fun, especially in the corridors where it dips down and then it opens up again into the rooms. And of course, this room, we've got the height and then the drop ceiling area over the kitchen, which shows you where the kitchen is, but it also provides that effective position to hide the ventilation pipe work, which is in there.
Yep. No, it all came together very neatly. Yep. And of course, what we've got is the wonderful timber finish on the inside.
Yes, that's the bit I love. I mean, it's in the end, I ended up with timber on the ceiling as well. I wasn't quite sure where I was headed on that, but the acoustic ceiling in here is absolutely fantastic because this was quite an echoey room until we put the panels up.
Yeah, and then all of the paint, all the finishes in here on top of the timber, none of them are toxic. It's all very environmentally friendly. And
that's right. It's a wood wax and low voc finishes on all the doors and the worktops. So yes.
When we would design the floor plan, one of the other things that was very important was to make sure that we had enough storage, and we created a storage wall. How's that working out?
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I can put a lot of stuff in there, and I've still got a bit of space, even though some of my building gear is still there at the moment. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and there's a few secrets in that wall as well, aren't there?
Yeah, the lighting's nice on there, and I've had a bit of fun when I've been building this to make something interesting. So this is my study, but it opens up the light and the space to the hallway so that I've got a really big room here. This is also my occasional bedrooms with a drop-down bed.
Excellent.
We built into the storage wall. And the kids go at the other end of the house and I get a bit of peace down at this end. And that's work to treat. That's what the storage wall's all about.
Super. Right, should we go out and talk about the construction process?
Okay, let's go.
So you'd bought a plot of land. We obviously had planning permission for a bungalow on the site, but it was a much more complex design than we've ended up with. We had to rationalise it quite significantly.
Well, I wanted a low energy build, so that's what led me towards looking at Passivhaus. And I'd looked at various methods of building, like straw bale, but I've always had the interest in building with timber.
So of course we talked about different ways of building the house at different points. We talked about timber frame, but we always returned back to CLT because you wanted that internal finish and the quality that would give to the house.
It's lovely. It gives me a very nice aesthetic internally, and I've probably ended up with timber everywhere. There's nothing other than timber above ground floor.
Everything in the walls as well, even the wood fibre insulation, and then the larch cladding on the inside. The windows are timber, and of course along that way we also achieved some very good air tightness. The air leakage would fit on the penny coin, which is 244 times more airtight than building regulations would require. And as far as we've been able to gather, it's about the third most airtight house in the world.
rather ridiculous and somewhat unexpected, because I did all the air tightness taping and it's just worked out very well.
Yeah, you're a pro.
I was very pleased.
Yeah. So Mick, you've got a fantastic house here. I think we've done really well together. Sounds like you're very happy.
I am very happy. I mean, obviously I needed you to be able to help me turn it into a passive house, because it certainly wasn't passive to start with. And I've got a lot of information when I needed it from you, and that's been the thing that's made it a success.